in the room.
Yeah, I'd probably go 72.
I just set my house to 70.
Yeah, but with a baby, you gotta go a little bit deeper. Hey, do you know where the
A
blue
little bit
pin is,
deeper.
hon? Yeah, like holler. Oh, there it is. All right, well, we're live. I mean, we're going. We're talking. We were talking college football, so maybe we just get going with college football. So, you know what's good? Ohio State. That's good.
They are pretty good. What are they, 8-0 right now?
9.
9-0 right now?
Yeah,
Number
3
2
weeks
in the...
left.
Are they 2 or 3 in the
They're
country?
2 right now. They should be 1.
Michigan's 3, right?
Yeah, and TCU's 4. TCU's going to lose one of these last games. I mean, they have Texas, who could beat them. They have Baylor, who could beat them. And then I think they have Iowa State, who could upset them. Probably not, but that would be a shock.
I think Texas would for sure beat them if Quinn Ewers didn't get hurt
at the beginning of the season.
like week 1 of the season, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Texas could have been good, but, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Maybe it would be a different story in the Big 12, but it's not.
Here we are.
Now we're talking about a time when the college football playoff could be Georgia number 1, Ohio State number 2, Tennessee number 3, Michigan number 4.
Yeah. If TCU loses, definitely. That's a possibility.
Only thing so if TCU wins out, they're in. But if they lose one, the Big 12's out.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way Michigan gets in is if the Pac-10 loses, like each of the one-loss teams lose at least one more time. So Oregon would have to lose, and like Utah, USC, and UCLA. One of them will lose. So like if USC beats UCLA and then loses to Notre Dame, or if USC or UCLA win and then they lose in the Pac-10 championship to Utah, and Utah's the Pac-10 champs, then Pac-10's out because that's a 2-loss team. They're not getting in.
There's never been a 2-loss team in the playoffs, right?
Not in the playoffs, but in the national championship.
Right, but not in the common era.
It could be the first year that we get that. If LSU wins out and then beats Georgia and becomes the SEC champions, then it would be LSU and Georgia from the SEC.
I'm confused now. That make it in?
Yeah, because Georgia's making it in no matter what if they win out. If they go to the SEC championship undefeated,
right,
and then lose to whoever they play,
right,
they're making it in.
Yeah, I agree.
And if LSU makes it to the championship and beats Georgia, you can't not have that SEC champion in there.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So a 2-loss team would get in over a 1-loss Big 12 school, a 1-loss Pac school, a 1-loss ACC school, and the only way that, like, Big 10 is the only competition that the SEC has, and they favor SEC over Big 10
every single time.
It does make sense because besides Ohio State winning in that first year, it hasn't really looked too good for them.
For Big 10, yeah, I would agree with that.
But these last 3 weeks of college football mean a lot to the college football playoffs.
I can't wait till it goes to 12 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Wisconsin has a shot one of these years when they can
to get in and then you just get shit kicked by the number 1 team.
I mean, hey, at least we got in, all right. At least we can say we were there.
Yeah. But you could see a 12-man bracket and then like a North Carolina win it out. Like a Wake Forest, one of the small ACC schools who get disrespected. Or, maybe even like that UCF team that was undefeated a couple years ago.
They could have had a chance.
Yeah, they might have pulled some upsets. When you upset like the number 1 team and then make it to the natty and then get shit kicked by Ohio State, that'd be pretty cool. Good for you. But bottom line, Ohio State's winning it all this year.
We'll see.
But let's get into week 9 of the NFL. Week 9 was last week. You and Jordan didn't make it, so we don't have your picks. You guys we all picked Philly. This week we didn't even get our Thursday picks in because we're dumbasses. But last week, Green Bay at Detroit. I already know you had Green Bay.
Yeah.
Guess who picked Detroit? Because it was me.
I don't care.
It was me. But I also picked the over, which, mistake.
Holy shit, yeah.
15-9.
What was the over-under?
Over-under was 50. Y'all together put up 24. You didn't even get half.
No.
Not even half.
Well, when you throw 3 interceptions in the red zone, shit like that. Oh, we
There's
got our
the
running
leg.
back. Nice. Yeah, you're not going to score very many points because all your opportunities are wasted.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that game up first.
Oh, thank
Before.
you. Just stabbed me right in the heart.
Yeah. Before we hit our first sponsor, I'm out here eating Chick-fil-A. But our first sponsor of the day is not Chick-fil-A. Too big. Our first sponsor of the day is Chick-A-Way.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Are you a young, handsome man with red hair, glasses, got a mustache and beard? Kind of resemble Ed Sheeran a little bit without the voice.
My wrestler was asking me if I was related to Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, me and Amber were actually going to pull up to that tournament, and then Amber decided that she didn't want to go. And so then I just cleaned the living room for, I think we did the podcast that night.
Yeah, we
right?
did.
Yeah. So I just cleaned the living room for that night. Yeah, she said she would go and make a sign that says, "Hey, Coach Wyatt, why are you actually Ed Sheeran?"
Nice.
So it would have
The
been
kids
cool.
probably would have enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Did any of them win?
Nah. Well, no, so we had 4 takedown champions.
Mm-hmm.
But we just wrestled Falcon, and we lost 99 to 18.
How many people wrestle on the team? How many spots are there?
There's 21 weights.
In junior high, there's 21?
Yep.
God damn. Okay. Well, back on Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Since you're a nice young man, handsome, you're a coach, you got a good job, own a house, you probably are just swimming in women, right? And it just gets overpowering.
Right.
Like, too many women be hitting your line.
Right.
Go to chickaway.com and order their secret sauce. You won't have any problems with women ever again.
Sounds like
Until
I
you
need
stop
to-
using Chick-fil-A, of course.
Of course. It sounds like I need to use this website.
So go to chickaway.com, type in code FOOTBALL.
Football.
Yeah, football for 25% off your order.
Nice.
All right, let's get back to the games from last week. That was just our first little ad there. Might have a few more throughout the show. You'll never know. So we got Las Vegas at Jacksonville. Me and Christian both picked Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
They also
Wasn't
went
Vegas
up by
up big?
17 and then lost.
And lost
Yeah.
to the Jags.
Third time this season. The Raiders are just garbage.
Yeah, I saw Devontae's comments kind of questioning the coaches and how they're not adjusting very well in the second half.
Well, we've already seen Mike McDaniel. Right, that's who it is, right?
Yeah. No.
Josh.
No.
Is Mike with...
Mike is the
the
Dolphins. Yeah.
So what is
I think it's
the-
Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels? We've already seen him as a head coach before. Utter trash. Right.
Yeah, with Denver, yeah.
So why the hell would the Raiders be like, let's give him another chance?
They're just hoping he could get anything from Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it seems like Bill Belichick's coaches don't do too well.
Not that I've seen so far, no.
But yeah, so the Raiders, dead.
What is the record now? Like 2 and something?
Yeah, 2-6, I believe. 2-6 or 2-7. I think we're I don't know if they have their bye yet.
And was it Christian that thought they were making the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, Christian and Jordan. I
Jordan?
think.
Yeah, because they said they were going to make some an unexpected run.
Yeah. But yeah, they might be one of the
and
worst teams in the league.
to be fair, I said the Packers were making the Super Bowl this year, so I don't have
2-6. The
much
Raiders
to
are
talk either.
2-6. The Jags, however, had not had their bye, and they're 3-6.
Well,
So
I think if the Jags win one more, I think they'll reach their win total that I had on that for the season.
and they might do that, but they also might not do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a shitty game. Never a fun time to be a Raiders fan. Shouts out to TJ. Yeah, next game we had up was Minnesota at Washington. The Commanders.
Oh yeah, Minnesota only won by a couple, right?
Like, I think 4? Let me see. I think they won by 4. No, 3. They won by a field goal. Now, Minnesota, are they frauds? Are they the worst 7-1 team you've ever seen?
No, I'm not ready to say that because good teams win the games that they're supposed to. And I thought they were going to be a good team.
Yeah, I feel that. But you should beat Washington by more than that.
Well,
You got did you see the highlights of that game at all? Did you see
No.
anything about that game?
no.
Well, Curtis Samuel was triple teamed. Taylor Heineke bombed like a 55-yard pass.
Oh, and then the ref
Not
got
only
away,
was he
right?
triple teamed, he was quadruple teamed because the ref was there as well.
And tripped up.
She fake cried. I know, but
Yeah.
so he goes up to catch the ball. Nobody touches him. Falls down, flips and bounces into the end zone. Triple
Right.
teamed.
Yeah.
Now I do have Curtis Samuel on my fantasy team, so it was nice that he did that.
So you didn't care about
I
that
was
too
happy.
much?
No. Now I did have Minnesota in the over, 20-17. Didn't quite cut it. It was 43.5. So Minnesota, we need to see some more points. All right. Next up, we had the shittiest game of the week: the Los Angeles Rams at Tampa Bay.
I don't remember anything about that game. What happened with that one?
It was like 16-13, I think, was the final score. Let me double check that just to make sure. Okay, let's see. I believe that was the final score. Let me double check though. Yeah, 16-13. Tom Brady led a game-winning drive for a touchdown to win the game. Yeah, the Rams are dead.
What's their record now? 3 wins?
The Rams, I believe, are 3-5. Yeah, and the Bucks are 4-5.
Yeah, they are not.
The Bucks would be dead if they played in a good division. But the Rams have the worst offensive line.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford's playing with a hurt elbow and looks sus. You got the defense isn't playing up to standard. Like, they were the best defense in the league last year.
Yeah.
Where are they at? Not showing
When
up.
Von Miller leaves and they all just crumble.
Bobby Wagner
So-
could not fill Von Miller's role.
Not at all. But Tampa, are they number 1 in the division then?
They are. They were tied, I think, with the Falcons. The Falcons could have took it last night,
That's right.
and they lost.
They lost to Carolina. What are they now? 2 wins? 3 wins?
One game behind. Oh, Carolina has
Yeah.
3.
They have 3 wins now?
Crazy stat about Carolina. They have 3 wins.
Are they all division wins?
All division wins.
Oh
One
my
against
God.
the Saints, one against the Bucks, one against the Falcons.
Wow.
So yeah, they are just an NFC South team.
Yeah.
That's the only team they can beat. We'll skip that game because it was the Monday night or Sunday night game. We'll skip that game because it was the Monday night game. Next up, we had a shocker. Buffalo at New York Jets.
That was a
Jets
shocker. Yeah, I do remember seeing that one actually.
Sauce Gardner's legit.
He's,
I think he's better than Trayvon Diggs.
yeah, I would agree.
And no, he's not getting the interceptions Trayvon did, but they're also not throwing the ball
way,
towards him
so
60 times
That's
a
like
game.
the greatest compliment a cornerback can get. They just
Yeah.
yeah,
Not
we're
only-
not going that way.
And not only can he protect, like he can cover, he can also tackle.
Yeah.
He can hit. And the dude they have on the other side of him is also really good at cornerback. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he's nice. The Jets might be scary if Breece Hall didn't get hurt.
Yeah, they're a legit team. I didn't think they were going to be legit this quick, but
They have a good
they're a legit
receiving
team.
core. They have James Robinson now and Michael Carter. Zach Wilson holds them back a little bit, but
Yeah,
he can get the job done.
he just needs to play smart football.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on. Chargers at Falcons. Chargers won this game. Final score 20-17. So Falcons had 2 chances to like keep that lead and lost both games back to back. The Chargers don't look as good as they were supposed to either. But
No, they don't.
I'm pretty sure they only have 2 losses. Oh, they have 3 losses. They're 5-3. And they might make the. I mean, they're going to make the wild card. There's not too many teams in the AFC that'll take them out. The only team they really have to worry about is the Patriots, I would say, because it's going to be Jets, Dolphins, and Bills.
Yeah, that's a strong division.
The Ravens and Bengals are fight. Oh, I guess they could not make it. Let's see, where are they at right now in the standings? They are in above the Bengals and the Patriots, but just because neither of those teams have had a bye yet, and the Chargers have. So 5-4, 5-4, and then 5-3.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. That's a tight race for seventh spot. Anything on that game?
Yeah, I don't really remember much about that. Well, I didn't watch that game.
All right. Next up, we got Indianapolis at New England. This game was boring. New England wants to believe they're legit. They are not. The Colts
I'm
fans
sorry, Devin.
are ignorant. I remember at the start of the season, I think there was everybody on this podcast.
I thought Indianapolis was going to be a 10-win team.
Everybody on Twitter. Jonathan Taylor's the best running back in the league. The Indianapolis Colts are legit. They have Matt Ryan.
I never said anything about Matt Ryan. I just thought he wasn't a decrease from Carson
Matt
Wentz.
Ryan is better than Carson Wentz.
I thought they were on the same level at this point.
Which person on this podcast knew the Colts were fraud? Let me think about it. It was Yes, I am the smartest person here.
Oh my
It's
God.
obvious.
Yeah. That obviously makes you the smartest person because you thought Detroit was going to be
Okay, I missed one of my 6 takes. Was the Jets not the other team that I said
You
were going
did
to
say
be?
the Jets were going to be legit this year.
And Detroit has time, bro.
They're what, 1-7 right now? 1-8, something like that?
They have 2 wins.
Or 2 wins, yeah, sorry.
They're 2-6.
They actually beat the Packers.
If they lose this week to the Bears, because I want the Bears to make the playoffs.
There's no way.
Bro, if the Bears win 6 in a row,
How many losses they got right now?
the
Like
Bears
6?
I think they have 3 wins. I think the Bears have 3 wins. Yeah, they're 3-6. If they won 6 in a row, they would have 9 wins and make it into the playoffs.
But that would only be 9-6.
Yeah, so they'd have to play 1 more, and if they won that, so if they win
No,
6
they'd
out
have
of the
to
next
play 2
7.
more. Because there's 17
Oh.
games.
All right, I mean if they win 6 out of their next 8,
Then it's a maybe.
yeah, then they're fighting for that last spot.
Yeah, maybe.
And if the Lions win 7 out of their next,
That's not happening. 7 out of the next 8. That's what they just went 2 in however many.
Amon is healthy again. They get to play the shitty Packers again.
Should have won that game.
But
3 red zone interceptions.
But yeah, Indianapolis and New England. New England's gonna beat the shitty teams. I don't think they're gonna beat the good teams. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. I think they're gonna miss it by like the Chargers did last year, like the Colts did last year, by the hair on the back of their necks. All right, next up we got Miami and Chicago. I really wish
That was actually a
Chicago
close
won
game.
that game.
That was a close game.
Tell
Was
me,
that the
man.
one that Fields ran for like 178 yards?
Yeah, he broke the record.
Yeah.
Imagine being a Wisconsin fan and you have to deal with Justin Fields as the best quarterback in your guys' conference.
Yeah.
And then you go ahead
NFC
and
North.
you're a Packers fan then, because you're a Wisconsin fan through and through, you know. You're a Packers fan, and then you look across the field, and what's staring back at you? Justin Fields in a Bears jersey.
At least he sucked his rookie years. Or
Listen here, he didn't suck. Matt Nagy sucked. This new coach was like, yo, Justin, I was watching your game tape at Ohio State. You're a really good athlete.
You can run the ball.
Let's go ahead and open you up. Let's make it to where you can scramble. You can get out the pocket. You can run for a first down. And then what happens? Your passing game opens up. Your receivers start getting open. Because you're a threat to take off. Go ahead and do that, Justin. Let's get some
That makes
momentum.
perfect sense.
And now what's happening? The Bears' offense looks nice.
Yeah, but they just traded away their best defensive player, so now they're going to have to put up like 35 points a game just to be in games.
I mean, even with Roquan, they still had to do that.
Well, yeah, but now you don't have Roquan Smith.
Yeah, they're building
Or
up
Robert Quinn, who had 18.5 sacks last
They're
season.
building up for the future.
Yeah.
Their offense, they got Chase Claypool.
They did go out and get Chase
So
Claypool.
their offense is young.
Which I'm upset about because the Packers tried to get Chase Claypool
Yeah, they
too.
did.
And then the Bears swooped in and said, no, we'll offer the same thing. Only our draft pick is going to be better than the Packers.
And now it might not be.
Now it might not be.
The 49ers did the same thing to the Rams with Christian McCaffrey. But, oh, she's real awake. Are you coming down?
Yeah, she went in there.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, so the Bears, not this year, obviously. I think it would be so sick if Justin Fields took them to a Super Bowl
I don't.
this year.
Hell no.
But yeah, give it like 3-4 years and you might see them pushing NFC championships.
I can't even imagine what the division's going to look like in 3 years because
Well,
Rodgers will definitely be gone by then. And
Jordan Love's not the guy.
Jordan Love might, might be our starting quarterback.
Nah, you guys are going to get a high draft pick and pick up a white quarterback from Cal. Oh, I got jokes. I'm sorry. All right. We'll go on to Carolina. Got absolutely shit fucked by Cincinnati. Did you see that?
I didn't. What was the score of that game?
The final was 42-21. They were up 35-0, and they put their bench in. Joe Mixon had 5 touchdowns
Oh,
in the first half.
So I do remember the 5 touchdowns from Joe Mixon because I was playing somebody
Who had him?
Yeah, in the family league that destroyed me because she had Joe Mixon and somebody else. Who?
AJ Brown.
Yeah, who also had like 30 points or something like that. So both of them combined almost beat my team. Just those 2 players.
Yeah,
So.
let me go double check.
Yeah, that was rough. You're just gonna leave me all alone on the podcast with no one viewing?
Huh?
So you're just gonna leave me all alone with
I had
the
to double
0
check.
viewers?
We had one there for a while, and then I started talking about Justin Fields, and he was like,
Oh, hell no.
All right. So before we get to the Monday night game, we'll finish it off with the Seattle Seahawks at Arizona Cardinals, and Geno Smith is legit.
I did not see this coming. I thought the Seahawks were gonna have the number 1 pick this year. Well, I thought number 2 pick.
I think we all did.
I thought the
We all
Texans.
predicted the Seahawks to be the second worst team in the league.
Yeah,
But
Geno is that guy.
yeah, Geno definitely did not write back.
He did
We
not.
wrote him off,
He did not write back.
and he said, "Fuck you guys." He said, "Fuck Roomful Football Podcast. You guys are some fucking
He
idiots."
said that specifically to us. Yes.
Could you imagine if he called us out?
Right.
Just us, nobody else.
I think we would have a few more viewers than we have.
I should message him on Instagram and be like, "Yo, bro, could you just like say fuck Roomful of Swag
Just word for word say that.
for doubting you in the Seahawks this year?" Yeah, so the Seahawks are legit. They might make a push in the playoffs. I could see them getting bounced in the divisional round or maybe even the championship.
I don't see him in the NFC Championship.
Who do you see in the NFC Championship? Vikings?
I don't know.
Dallas? Philly?
Philly for sure. Right now, I think Philly.
San Fran?
See, San Fran always just gets hot at the right time. So
Yeah.
potentially with Christian McCaffrey now, Yeah, for sure. I could see San Francisco in the conference.
So you could see like an Eagles 49ers?
Right now, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the Sunday night game. The Titans lost in overtime by 3 to Kansas City Chiefs.
With Malik Willis.
Malik Willis started. Titans shut down Patrick Mahomes for 90% of the game. But Kansas City had twice as many offensive snaps.
Oh.
They held the ball for twice as long. Time of possession was doubled. And Tennessee lost by 3. That should tell you something about our defense. It is legit. Now, the worry is the Titans have 23 points in 9 games in the second half. 9 games and 23 points.
Total throughout the 9 games. Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what actually are the Titans doing in the second half? They're like, hey, defense, go ahead.
Adjusting.
You're playing the whole time.
That seems what the problem is with the Packers, too. They don't adjust very well. They let the other team figure them out, and then they're like, all right, we're just going to keep doing the same shit that we've been doing this whole time.
Yeah,
and not doing anything different.
It's a shame. Against Kansas City, they ran Derrick Henry 10 times in the first half and 7 times in the second half. Explain that one to me.
I got nothing.
We had the lead.
Yeah.
We were up 15 to 9. No, we were up 17 to 9. Yep, 17 to 9. And we just did not run Derrick Henry.
Which is crazy. He should honestly get the ball like 30 times a game.
How do you run Derrick Henry 7 times in the second half? That is why we're not scoring points in the second half.
Yeah.
Malik Willis looked like ass. In overtime, he held the ball for 37 seconds total between 2 plays and got sacked for a loss of 16. 4th and 26.
Nice.
Then he threw it up. Nobody. There's nobody near.
He's young. Give him time.
He might be worse than Jordan Love.
That's a bit extreme.
Right.
He's young. Give him time.
We'll move on to Baltimore at New Orleans. No, I think it's about the same comparison. Ryan Tannehill's just as good as Aaron Rodgers.
Stop.
Malik Willis is just as good as Jordan Love. They're about the same.
Stop. If you ever compare Ryan Tannehill to Aaron Rodgers,
Who's having a better season?
I honestly don't know. I have to look up the stats.
To be honest, it's probably Ryan Tannehill. But that's also a lie because the Titans have the worst receiving core in the whole game.
I don't know. Have you seen the Packers receiving core this year?
Yeah, I'd much rather have that.
Bruh, we don't have anybody. We have Randall Cobb, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, who's hurt all the time, Sammy Watkins that just came off of IR, and Amari Rodgers, who hardly plays.
Yeah, so we have Treylon Burks, been hurt since week 2. Kyle Phillips, been hurt since week 2. Robert Woods coming off an injury and has done nothing.
Yeah.
Nikhil Harris Ikuda, or whatever his fucking name, Ikeen, or whatever his name is.
Right.
Westbrook. It's like Nikhil something Westbrook.
Sure, let's go with it.
He's been on the Titans for like 4 years. Maybe has 38 receptions in all 4 years. Then we have nobody's. Yeah, that's Malik Willis had like 9 completions last game, or 5 completions against Kansas City. Not a single one to a receiver. Explain that one. Which receiving core is worse, buddy?
Oh, they're both pretty bad. Yeah, both quarterbacks are playing great.
Yeah, Derrick Henry though.
Yeah.
All right. Finish it off. Monday Night Football. Baltimore beat the living shit out of New Orleans. In New Orleans to make that
I
even worse.
thought they were going to be better than what they were.
Yeah, I thought they were going to have at least 12 wins.
Yeah, I think I had them up there too.
turns out that the only team that one of the members of this podcast is a fan of that is worth a shit this year is actually the Titans. Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed?
Me, that.
Yeah.
I actually did say that the Titans were going to have the best record out of all our teams, but I also had the Rams, Saints, and Packers all winning at least 12.
Yeah. What's the Titans record right now? 5-3. About halfway through the season. So. I mean, they're still right about where I had them, I think.
You had them, what, 10 wins?
Yeah, 10 wins. Ten and 7, so we'll see. But I definitely have our other 3 favorite teams definitely higher at this point. Are all of mine, Christian, and Jordan's teams the same record right now? 3 and 6?
I don't know if the Saints have 3 wins.
I think they do.
Yeah, they're 3 and 6.
Yeah. I think we're all 3 and 6.
Rams are 3 and 5.
Oh, they just, so they've had a bye week.
Yeah, but this Monday night game, the Ravens ran away with it, never looked back. Just took off. Just Lamar Jackson actually took off. Just ran all over him. No Mark Andrews.
Yeah, that was upsetting for my fantasy team.
But they still beat the shit out of the Saints.
Yeah.
Kamara did nothing. I had him on my fantasy, and he did absolutely jack shit. Like, come on, Kamara, be better.
Yeah, that's rough.
But if you're watching, tell us your favorite game from Week 9. Let us know what you feel about the NFL right now, like who you think's going to win it all, what upset you're looking at, like who you are looking to make a run that's a dark horse. Just give us some comments, not just 3 finger emojis. All right, let's move on to this week's games. So let me write it down here. We got.
I thought you wrote down the games already.
Yeah, I'm writing our predictions.
The picks, okay.
I'll write Jordan and Christian just in case they end up sending me their picks before Sunday.
Send them the picks, y'all.
If anybody wants to join in and send me their picks for this week, go ahead and let us know who you think's winning. We can compare and contrast and see how stupid you guys are and how smart I am. So, last week, just so everybody knows, Christian went 7-6 on his regular straight-up games, and I went 7-6 on my straight-up games. But on the betting part of it, where you pick your favorite dog over/under, Christian went 1-3.
Oof.
And I'm a really good bettor, it turns out, because I went 3-1. The week before, I went 2-2. All right, that week I got this. But the week before, I went 2-2.
Bragging about how good
I went
you
2-2 the
were.
week before that. Yeah.
Such a good bettor.
Let's see. Where are we at? Yeah, I'm trying to find some more. Alright, I think that is it. I'm in the right one. Alright, so I'm doing pretty good.
You're above 500, right?
Yeah, because I had
we're at
2-2, 3-1. So we're looking pretty.
We're
looking pretty.
above 500 there.
But let's get into these games. First up, I got the Broncos. Actually, never mind. We'll start with the Germany game.
Right.
We'll go ahead and talk about Seattle at Tampa Bay.
Seattle at Tampa Bay. Ooh.
This is in Germany.
Yeah.
It's at 9:30 a.m. our time.
9:30. Really? I thought that was like the overseas games were like
Normally,
7:30.
Normally they are, but
this one's
not this
9:30.
one. Yeah, I think so. It might be 7:30. It's 9:30 Eastern. My bad.
Okay. Yeah.
7:30 our time.
Okay.
Tampa's minus 2.5 point favorite. Disrespect to Seattle.
Okay, so they are the favorites.
Over under 44.5.
See, I was feeling like Seattle might be the favorites on that one, so I was gonna go with Tampa.
Yeah, but now that Tampa's the favorite, do you feel like Vegas knows something that we don't? Like Tom Brady likes to be up early, and he has a slight advantage on Geno Smith.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Because Tom Brady does bad in the late games. This is the opposite. This is like
Early. Well,
really.
I don't know how early it is over there, though.
Oh, it's like 1:30 over there. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's not that bad. But his time, it's going to be like 9:30. So.
I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Yeah, I went Seattle as well. I think Geno's gonna pull out the stops. I don't think the Bucks offense can keep up with Seattle's offense. If it goes into like a shootout, Seattle just scores and scores. I don't think Tampa can stay on pace. But yeah, I agree. All right, now let's get into the game. So the way this works is my Bleachers Report is set up with my favorite teams. And my favorite teams on Bleachers Report are like my team, your team, Jordan's team, Christian's team. Then I got like the Browns because of my dad. I got the Raiders because of TJ. I set it in when I was like 15. So that's why always it's like Green Bay or Tennessee or Los Angeles or that's why those are always first.
Right.
Has nothing to do with the actual schedule. So first up we got the Broncos playing in Tennessee. Tennessee's a 3-point favorite, over under 39.
Yeah, I'm going Tennessee.
This is a tough one for me.
Yeah?
Because the Broncos defense, are you sure you're going Tennessee?
Yep.
All right. I'm going Tennessee. I'm never going to bet against Tennessee. But if Malik Willis plays, scary. That is a scary thing to do because the Broncos defense is better than Kansas City's. The only thing that I see good about this is the Broncos can't score more than 20.
Yeah.
But we are missing about 6 starters on defense.
Oh, Jesus.
And there are good starters. Jeffrey Simmons is out. Bud Dupree's out. Who else did I see? There's Amani Hooker, our safety's out. And there's like 2 others. I can't remember who. But it's, yeah.
Nice.
But the Broncos' run game isn't that good, so Russ. Never
Let's
say
ride.
Russ. Broncos country, let's ride. Titans country, let's cry. But yeah, so we're.
Alright, I'm sticking with my Tennessee, though.
Me too. I'm not betting against Tennessee. All right, next up we got Cleveland at Miami. Miami is a minus 4-point favorite. 48.5 over under.
Yeah, taking Miami.
You're going to go ahead and take Miami. I'm going to go with the dog here. I'm taking Cleveland.
Okay.
I think Cleveland, they got to prove to themselves that they should be in this playoff race.
So,
Tua is undefeated starting.
Deshaun Watson,
Does not come back till the Texans game.
is that week 11 or is that week
12.
12? Okay.
For the 12 women he's touched this year.
Oh.
Yeah, he's probably going to get fined again. Suspended for a whole season next year.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm taking Miami on that one.
You want to go ahead and win that one?
New Orleans at, was that Pittsburgh? New Orleans? New Orleans is the, oh yeah, I guess, because Pittsburgh isn't that good either.
2.5 favorite.
2.5 points.
And over under 41.5. This is a tough one to choose. Pitt's home.
But not good.
Pitt's defense might give the Saints a little bit of problems. Their offense does suck. Is TJ Watt back now?
He's close. I'm not sure if he's back yet or not.
Not this week. Yeah, you said the Steelers suck, but what about the Saints? Do they suck?
I think they have one more win than the Steelers.
Yeah, but what is that saying? What's one of them?
This one's a coin flip for me. I'm just gonna go.
I'm going New Orleans.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
All right, going head to head again. Nola. All right, next up we got.
You flipped it. You gave yourself Pittsburgh. It's like, wait, what?
All right, next up we've got Indianapolis at Las Vegas. Two teams that do suck heavily.
Give me Vegas.
Yeah, I'm going Vegas because I will never pick Indianapolis unless they're playing the Broncos.
Is Sam Ellinger still starting for him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, give me Vegas.
Vegas can't be that bad, can they?
We'll see.
No, like Vegas actually can't be that bad, can they?
We'll see.
All right.
They lost
There's
to the
that.
Jags.
We got two shitty teams from the West. Arizona at Los Angeles Rams.
Give me the Rams on that one.
Rams own Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Just like the 49ers own Sean McVay, the Rams actually own Cliff Kingsbury.
Well, man, I don't think he's actually that good of a coach. But...
Oh, also, Vegas is a negative 6.5 point favorite, and 42.5 is the over/under in that Indy game. And then the Rams are minus 3 point favorite with a 43.5 point over/under. Just want to let everybody know what's going on in this house. We're both going Rams. Calling it here. Rams still aren't making the playoffs.
No.
All right. Dallas beating the shit out of Green Bay Packers at home. The Packers are home. Dallas is a 5 point favorite. 43 over/under. This is the first time that Aaron Rodgers has ever been a underdog more than 3 points. This is so Aaron Rodgers has been an underdog in his life, but the spread has never been bigger than 3 points.
Last week he was 10 points, or against the Bills it was 10 points.
My bad. At home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was also his biggest underdog spread ever.
The 10 points, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is a.
It's
If the Packers lose, they're done.
It's Mike McCarthy's homecoming too.
Yeah, it's Mike McCarthy looks dumbfounded the whole time game.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, am I coaching the Cowboys or the Packers?"
Oh, I'm going with the Packers just because we have to win out basically.
Yeah, you do.
We have to win out. So
Yeah.
I'm going with Packers.
Now let me ask you this: is Mike McCarthy the dumbest coach you ever had?
No. He won us the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he's dumb as fuck.
How is he dumb as
Have
fuck?
you ever seen him on the sideline?
Yes. We had. So how long was he our coach? From like 07 to like, what was it? 2018, 2017? Something like that. So I mean, a good 10, 11 years.
And he was just dumb and fat.
Yeah, and won us the Super Bowl.
Did he or did Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I mean, it was him and Aaron Rodgers.
It wasn't Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers chokes. Good talk. I'm going Dallas. Packers out of the playoffs. Next up, we got Commanders at Eagles. Eagles
Give me the Eagles.
minus 11, over under 44.
Yeah,
That one is the
Eagles.
Monday night game.
Yeah.
I should have skipped it, but that's okay. So we got Philly. I'm also taking Eagles. I don't think the Eagles lose till week 11, which is next week. So they lose next week. That's when
That's when they lose their first game.
Yeah.
Who was that to?
the Titans.
Oh, God. So they're going to lose 2 games in a row then? Because I think they play the Packers. after
Yeah,
that.
they're beating the shit out of the Packers. Sorry, bud.
I think it's at Philly, too.
Alright, so we already talked about Atlanta and Carolina. Carolina won, halting the chances of Atlanta being number 1 in that division, meaning Tom Brady's going to make the
I'm
playoffs.
going Carolina on that one.
That already happened.
Huh?
It happened last night.
That game happened? Oh. So what, you wrote it down
I wrote
the
all
wrong
of these.
game down?
No, I wrote all of these on Monday. This is the Thursday night game.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Carolina won. And the under hit. Alright, we already talked about Seattle and Tampa. Next up, just want to talk about how mad disrespectful they are to the Titans because it's Jacksonville at KC. KC's only a 9.5 point favorite with an over under of 51. Let's go back to last week real quick when the Titans played KC. Also in KC, they were a 12.5 point favorite. Where the fuck those 3 points go? How are the Jags 3 points better than the Titans? Because they're not. What the fuck? I'm taking KC because the Jags suck, but where the fuck did those 3 points go?
Good question. I'm taking KC as well.
Is it because the Titans held their own against them, and so they were like, oh, KC's not legit? Because they're still disrespecting the Titans, thinking the Titans aren't legit? You motherfuckers.
I'm sure that's what's going on.
Titans are the most disrespected team in the NFL. Tell me I'm wrong. Who's more disrespected?
I can't. None come to mind.
Exactly. Exactly. Seattle's getting the praise for being where they're at.
Well, yeah, because no one expected them to be there.
I don't give a shit. Nobody expected the Titans to be there. They expected the Colts to be where the Titans are.
Yeah, or at least similar to where the Titans are.
Next up, we got Detroit at Chicago. This is a game that
Chicago takes.
makes my head hurt. Chicago's negative 2.5 points or 2.5 point favorites. Their over under is 48.5. This is a hard one for me. I need the Lions to win to make my take right. I need the Bears to win because Justin Fields. I also have picked both of these teams every single week. What do I do?
Well, I'm going Chicago. And you do with that what you will.
The thing is, Justin Fields, that defense sucks.
Yeah.
Jared Goff and Almond.
But it's not like the Lions defense is
That's
that
what I'm
much
saying.
better.
Justin Fields, that Detroit defense sucks.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Fields
Chicago's
will
defense.
run all over them. But Jared Goff and Amon Ra gonna be killing that Bears defense. It's like, you
Is
take.
Swift still playing too?
I
Or is
think
hurt?
he is, but I think he's on limited reps. It's like, do you take your hot take, or do you take your man's Justin Fields?
These are the questions.
And I'm going Chicago. Because listen, I got a new hot take, fellas. It's the hottest take yet.
Oh boy.
Chicago is going to win multiple games in a row. They might drop one here or there, but they are going to make the playoffs this year.
With a 3-6 record right now?
They have a 3-6 record right now. They're getting hot at the right time. They figured out what to do. Chicago's going to be the 7th team in the playoffs.
The 7 seed?
7 seed. Get bounced in the first round to the Vikings.
But at least they were there. Oh wow, so you think the Vikings are going to be... Oh, so the 2 seed, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Vikings have the easiest schedule moving forward.
Yeah.
They were going up against their hardest opponent with the Bills, and Josh Allen's not playing. So, Case Keenum, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Case Keenum took Vikings to the playoffs.
Yeah, what, 6 years ago?
It wasn't that long ago.
4 years ago? No, yes, it was.
Stephon Diggs was still there.
Yeah, that's true. 4 years ago, I think.
Something like that.
I think this is Stephon's 4th year with the
Because
Bills.
that was the year Case Keenum threw it up to Stephon Diggs.
And
And
he
what
caught
was
it
it?
over the
Was it
Bills.
Lattimore that like
No,
dove at his
Lattimore
legs?
wasn't there yet because it was. I think that was Lattimore's last year at Ohio State.
Oh. I forget.
That was, 2017?
Yeah, I think it was a rookie though, and he like completely missed. And yeah,
It might have been Lattimore. No, when did they get drafted? Was it 2016 that they all got drafted?
I don't remember.
Because he got drafted in Zeke's class. Joey Bosa. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's on his 6th year, right? Or 5th? 6th. Yeah, he's on his 6th. So Lattimore would be on his 6th. That was 2016. Damn. Yeah, it probably was him. Next up, we got the matchup of the century. Texans at Giants. Giants are 6.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I'm going Giants.
Over under is 40. 40.
Houston isn't good. They're getting the number 1 pick this year.
Hear me out, though.
It's probably going to be a quarterback. It's probably either C.J. Stroud or.
I really hope they don't pick C.J. Stroud.
It's either C.J.
Because
Stroud
I can't
or.
cheer for the Texans, bro.
Or
I cannot
who's,
root for the Bryce
Rams
Young.
quarterback. Yeah, or Bryce Young.
What about Hendon Hooker? It's too old.
Yeah.
I'm going Houston here.
Well.
I think this is a letdown game for the Giants. Next up, we got Minnesota at Buffalo. Just talked about this game. We just talked about Kirk Cousins versus Case Keenum. The two most mid quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Yeah. So Buffalo's still a 6.5. So is it official that Josh Allen is not playing?
This Monday. Let me double check here. Let me do the double check. Double check. That is the official line. Will it tell me news? It will not.
Shouldn't it give you like inactives or the statuses of players?
It does not. Case Keenum is the 3rd best option to pick up in free agency. That should tell you something. Let's see. Josh Allen limited in return to practice, listed as questionables. Allen elbow is listed as questionable for Sunday's game against the Vikings after being deemed a limited practice participant Friday. Allen wasn't on the field for the media access portion of Friday's practice, but the quarterback evidently got in some work behind the scenes. At this stage, Allen's Week 10 availability is up in the air, with head coach Sean McDermott telling somebody from ESPN that the signal caller status is being viewed as an hour-to-hour situation.
Hour to hour. I'm still going Bills.
Yeah, I feel you.
I
feel you there.
That Bills defense is legit.
Yeah,
I think it's good enough to still try to, or manage to.
I'm hearing what you're putting down, but even if Josh Allen starts, I'm going Minnesota.
Even if Josh Allen starts.
Yeah, because he's not going to be a hundo.
Okay.
And if he starts, he's going to hurt his elbow more.
I thought it was his wrist.
Was it his elbow? Yeah, I thought wrist, but.
Okay.
I'm going Minnesota. I think Justin Jefferson's going to tear up that defense. And Case Keenum's not going to be able to throw the ball to Stephon Diggs like Josh Allen does.
There's not many that can, so.
Like, Stephon Diggs, all you have to do is.
You have to have the arm strength to get it to Stephon Diggs, though.
I can throw it about 40 yards.
Accurately?
Yeah. Bro. Bam. So, hype. Fastest release time ever.
No. Alright, what's the next game?
Final game of the day. Two more shitty teams from the West. We got the Los Angeles Chargers playing the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams in Cali.
Yeah,
two pretty boy quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Two really quick running backs that can catch.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel. Joey Bosa's brother Nick.
And Joey Bosa.
Joey,
Yeah, sorry.
I guess
Joey
both
Bosa.
of them,
And,
yeah.
and Nick Bosa.
Damn. I didn't even think about the Chargers defense. Khalil Mack. Brother versus brother, though. Joey Bosa versus Nick Bosa. That's the story here, fellas. Listen, when you have two of the best defensive ends in the game,
We're not talking about the Watt brothers.
exactly, we're talking about two of the best defensive ends in the game.
Right, the Watt brothers.
No, not the Washed brothers.
The Watt
Washed brothers, yeah, I get it, bro. They went to Wisconsin and they're washed.
The Watt.
We're talking about the Ohio State alum, Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa. One of them won a national championship. And did either of the Watt brothers do that at Wisconsin?
No, but
Did either of the Watt brothers?
has any of the Bosa brothers won Defensive Player of the Year?
No.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Constantly.
Because the Watt brothers both have once
Oh
now.
man, that's crazy. Once?
Once each, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Actually, no, I think JJ won two.
Yeah, that's crazy because last year Aaron Donald definitely deserved it.
Well, he didn't get it. So.
Miles Garrett also
TJ
should have got it
got
over
it,
TJ.
so.
Yeah, I get it. They just don't know how to pick.
Oh, he had over 20 sacks and like and a few interceptions that year.
Good for him. Cool.
So what did Miles Garrett or Aaron Donald have that
Well,
season?
I think Aaron Donald won the Super Bowl.
That doesn't matter. It's regular season stats.
He led his team to win the Super Bowl.
It's regular It's a regular season award.
Yeah, he led his team to the playoffs. And then in the playoffs, led his team to the Super Bowl. Not Matt Stafford, not Cooper Kupp.
I would agree that Aaron
Donald.
Donald was a huge part of that. Yes.
Now let me break it down a little further here. Did either of the Watt brothers win a Big Ten championship?
We're not talking about college. We're talking about pros.
But did either of them win a Big
No,
Ten
because they were at
championship?
Wisconsin.
You know which brothers did?
Actually,
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt might have.
In 2010,
Yeah.
when you split it with Michigan State,
Yeah.
because Ohio State was the one.
Sanctions.
Correct. That's why the Wisconsin has a Big Ten championship in the last 20 years.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Since 1980.
Yeah.
Yeah, good talk. All right, you're going San Fran. I'm also going San Fran. San Fran is a -7. San Fran is a 7-point favorite, over under 46. I don't know if this is going to be a shootout. I'm really hoping Christian McCaffrey gives me 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns, and a passing touchdown this week.
I wouldn't be upset about that.
Do you have him?
Yeah, in our league here,
Uh,
in the 4-man league.
yeah, I have him in the family league.
Well, I'm not playing you in the family league, so
That is true.
I'm playing Devin.
Do you know how I got him?
You traded Devin.
I got swindled.
You got swindled.
I
How did you get
was
swindled?
on 2 hours of sleep in the hospital. Like, I really need running backs. And I was like, all right, man, I'll accept it. Didn't look at it really.
Didn't you trade Kenneth Walker and
Damian
Damian
Pierce.
Pierce? Yeah.
For Christian McCaffrey, basically, because I dropped Damian Harris.
I saw that. Yeah.
What has he done? 4 points a week? Cool.
Devin just tried to trade me Devontae Smith for Cordell Patterson.
Like, you would have got Devontae Smith?
Yeah.
You should have done it, you fucking dumbass. Did you see what Cordell Patterson did?
I didn't start Cordell. He was on my bench, and he only got me 3 points. So.
You should have done that trade. Why didn't you
Because
accept?
Devontae Smith hasn't been doing that much.
More than Cordell Patterson's been injured all year.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see what he does the rest of the year.
Nothing. It's the Falcons.
He is the Falcons' offense.
Oh God, you're.
But yeah, I mean, I'll show you what Devontae has done. And the week before, Cordell got like 18 points.
Yeah. Talk about the week before again.
So this is Cordell Patterson. So week 1, 22.6. Week 2, 4.1. Week 3, 22.3. Week 4, 9.8. That's when he got hurt. He was out week 5, 6, 7, 8, Week 9, 18.3, and then just this week. So he has like a hot week, cold week, hot week, cold
And
week.
what about Devontae
So
Smith?
next week, he's gonna have a hot week. Devontae Smith. Zero points week 1, 15 week 2, 30 week 3, 4.7 week 4, 18.7 week 5, 15.4 week 6, and then week 8, 7.3, week 9, 4.2.
They're about even.
Yeah, I would say so.
But what I'm saying here, the Eagles have the easiest schedule.
But I don't need a wide receiver right now, so
You need a running back.
I like to stash running backs, yeah, just in case.
Mm-hmm. How's your season going, by the way?
5-3.
Oh, I know, because I beat the living... No, you're 5-4.
5-4, yep.
Beat the living shit out of you the other week. I think to start your
And this one?
In the family league?
Yeah, in the family league?
Yeah, I beat the holy hell out of you, like 3 weeks back. You didn't see... You don't remember that? Like, I beat you, like, by, like, 60.
Why doesn't it show scores?
Week 7. Yeah, that is weird.
It's saying 0-0. No, actually,
Six.
like some Mitch.
Oh, week 6, yeah. Yeah, that's all.
Are you showing the score? No, 0-0?
No. That's so weird. But yeah, that week.
I don't remember what the score of that was.
That week, Joe Burrow had like 30. Jamar Chase had like 30. Justin Jefferson had like 30. Kenneth Walker had like 20. Alvin Kamara had like 20. I just beat the gold holy hell out of you, brother.
Well, we have the same record, so.
Look at the moves I've made. I've made the most by far.
I
Sammy's
made
made
9.
15. 2 people have made 15. This dude just gave up.
Bruh, that dude could have had a redhead.
Didn't he beat you last
Yes.
week?
I
He doesn't
think
change
he-
his lineup, bro.
I think he was the one that had fucking. No, who was. Oh, yeah, because he had Joe Mixon. And I think it was Tyreek Hill went off.
Why does this just show one stat? What the
That
hell?
is so. I have no idea.
Yeah,
That's
this one
weird.
too. What the fuck?
But yeah,
But Mans, I think he goes in, hits optimize lineup, and doesn't look at this team at all.
probably. Thank God Devin didn't start Devontae Foreman. He got 19
Oh,
points for him.
didn't you lose to Devin's or Jasmine's mom
Probably.
last week?
I think so.
No,
They
it
had a
was-
2-game losing streak.
No, that was what's her name? Oh, JJ lost to their mom because she had Justin Fields who had 48 points or something like that. Yeah, that's right. No, did JJ pull that one out? Nope, he lost. He was 4-4. That's crazy.
But yeah, I got Devin this week.
Yeah, but we're all 5-4. Oh, you need to beat Devin. Please beat Devin.
I'll do my best, bro.
No, you literally beat the shit out of him.
7.
I
Yes.
mean, they're projected to.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Depends on how Jalen Hurts plays, I guess, because you need Patrick Mahomes to have a big game. You need Aaron Jones to not get hurt. Saquon to bounce back. Why the fuck you have Brandon Ayuk, bud? You're a better receiver?
Well, apparently I should have traded for Devontae Smith.
Listen. I'll trade you Michael Carter and Curtis Samuel for Brandon Ayuk and Derrick Henry.
No.
Why?
I'm not giving up Derrick Henry, bro. He's the number 3 running back in the league right now.
Alright, Saquon Barkley.
No.
Bro,
Saquon is like, he's number 6. No.
so what?
So running backs score a lot of points.
But I was giving you
And
two
most
good.
consistent.
Curtis Samuel's 13th for receivers.
Yeah, I'll live with Mike Evans and Brandon Ayuk.
What is Brandon Ayuk?
He's 22 right now. Evans is 11.
What if I said Jamar Chase?
That's a little more interesting now.
What if I said Amon-Ra St. Brown?
What's on Ron? Well, he's been hurt though, so his ranking's gonna be.
Yeah, it's a little lower, but now he's healthy.
What's Jamar Chase's?
Yeah, it's too high. I'm not trading.
Yeah.
But he is also out for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I don't know when he's due to come back.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Let's see. Monday night we're watching super often. When the fuck is he supposed to come back? Chase will not be placed on IR. Let's have a week 2 badged. I wonder when he'll come back. Hopefully next week, but currently he's out. He's still ranked 8th though, which is fucking nuts because he missed last week. God, that's insane. But yeah, I'm on Russell Brown and nice little running back for you. Maybe like Michael Carter. How's that sound for Derrick Henry and Brandon Ayuk?
I don't know, man.
I'm giving you a good deal.
I don't want to split with Derrick Henry though.
I feel like you don't like him.
What? I mean, he's like my top scorer.
Yeah, but hear me out. You said Jonathan Taylor was better than him.
In fantasy, I thought he was going to be like same level as him.
Yeah, I remember you saying Derrick Henry.
But these are so listen to this.
I'm aware.
25.3, 23.7, 27.2, 16.8, a little bit of a down week. 35.8, 25.3, or no, 23.5.
Oh, I know.
That's been his stats. I'm not giving that up.
What if I gave you Alvin Kamara
No.
and Amon-Ra St. Brown
No.
for Derrick Henry?
No. I'm not giving up Derrick Henry.
Let me tell you, let me tell you.
If I gave you Derrick Henry, you would have Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry. What's Christian McCaffrey ranked right now?
4th.
Yeah, I'll give you. So you'd have the 4th and 3rd best fantasy running backs in the league.
And I would have that.
No.
If I did that, and then I would have the 4th and 8th best receivers.
Hell no.
If you lose 3 more and you're out of the playoffs.
No, I'm not doing that. Hell no. That's cheating, bro.
But I'm still giving. It's not like it's a bad deal.
No, that's like cheating.
No, because it's not even
You're
a bad
stacking up
deal.
your team for the playoffs when I have no shot at the
What
playoffs.
if I split the money with you?
Alright, we might have to talk about that off camera.
No, it's got to be documented so they know.
No. So they know we cheated.
No, I just want Derrick Henry. I'm just like, yeah, what if I split the money with you? Then they'll split the money with you. Alright, well, last week I had Christian tell me his Super Bowl prediction, mid-season Super Bowl prediction. I gave mine, and Super Bowl winner.
Well,
Also we haven't done favorites and dogs yet.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's go ahead and do that real quick before we get into the Super Bowl predictions. Yeah, our picks this week are brought to you by Cherry Blossom.
Cherry Blossom, tell me more.
Yeah, so have you ever had chapped lips?
All the time.
Have you ever had... Can't say it. Have you ever had so chapped lips that there's cracks from your top to your bottom lip, just right down the middle, bleeding?
Yes, actually.
Cherry Blossom can fix that. One swipe, and your lips look like Kylie Jenner's.
Wow.
Go to Cherry... Bro, we're supposed to be promoting this product, not talking shit about it.
Continue.
Go to cherryblossom.com right now and enter code WHEATBREAD. Yes, this is a wide exclusive.
That's right.
Wheat bread for the low, low price of just $999. Also hit my Cash App at # Young Pyramid 22. Send me $25 right now. Thank you.
Feed the hungry, please.
Alright, so favorite dog over under. I'll let you tell me your favorite real quick. I got them right here if you want to look at dogs.
My favorite.
Yeah, what your favorite is. What your favorite is.
I'm gonna take Chicago with the 2.5.
You gonna take Chicago, I'm gonna take Tennessee. I'll go dog first since you went favorite first, so we gonna see what's up with it. Then I'm gonna take Seattle, actually. I already know.
And we're just picking who we think can actually beat the spread, right?
Cover the spread, they don't have to win. It's like you could go Jacksonville since they're a 9.5 point underdog. You can go with Washington.
I was just about to say I might go Washington with that 11.5 point
In
spread.
division game, 11-point spread. That's insane.
Wait, what?
In division.
Oh, yeah.
Division games are normally close. You going with Philly?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Washington?
Yeah, I'm going to Washington.
Alright, overs. I'll let you pick your over first.
5.1. I'm going that way.
Could you imagine? I don't know why that dog's there. But it's
Yeah. I'm going. This one's popping out at me. The Minnesota Buffalo one.
Going in. At Buff. And I'm going. Yeah, I'm going Denver at Tennessee. And then my favorite under. I'm gonna go New Orleans at Pitt. That one is a 41.5 point.
Seattle and Tampa Bay under 44.5.
A little bit more about that Seattle at Tampa Bay game. Sure, it's in Germany. They got requests. They got 3 million ticket requests at that stadium. And because it's in Germany, there's going to be a lot of Tampa Bay fans because Tom Brady's like the biggest NFL star right now. So everybody's going to be Tom Brady fans. They're all going to want to see Tampa Bay. So that's actually going to be a home field advantage for Tampa Bay.
Maybe.
But yeah, well, that's been Roomful of Football. Anything? Oh, Super Bowl predictions. So I gave mine last week. I said Tennessee at Philadelphia. Tennessee winning it all. I also said that Tennessee's going to win it with A.J. Brown up 7. A.J. Brown catches the ball at the 4-yard line, gets tackled, stretches the ball out. It doesn't cross the plane. They lose the game.
Wow. That's quite the prediction.
Yeah, the same way the Titans lost to the Rams.
Right.
All right, what's your prediction?
Well, my original prediction was the Bills and Packers preseason. I'm sticking with the Bills. I'm gonna have to change my pick from the Packers. I'm going Bills, San Francisco.
All right, so we got the Bills 49ers. Christian's prediction was Bills, Minnesota. Who do you have winning that? San Fran or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
All right, so it looks like you and Christian have the same winners. I'll get Jordan's whenever he comes back on the pod. Any last words you want to say to the people that don't watch?
F you.
CKME. Fuck me. Please. Shouts out to the sponsors of the week. They don't pay us anything and they're not real. Go check them out. Love you guys.
Yeah, I lost the mouse. I did.